So today on Project Shop, I'm back over here at the Ford dealership, and we have a ton of lights. I haven't been able to get out here for like 2 weeks, and they've just done piled the shit up. Now, normally, actually, I'm not gonna buy these lights. The ones back there, the high bays, and the bigger lights, the aluminum ones, I'll pay for. The other ones, I'm just gonna take for free. I'm gonna crush and charge them for all them lamps that's around here. Normally I wouldn't take like these plastic things, but we'll gut whatever we can out of them. It's like plastic with steel inside. All this aluminum I'll pay for. These look like nice 400 watt HIDs. Nice aluminum housings. These here, normally I wouldn't pay for. I didn't even know these were here. I really don't want to take them. But we'll pull the lamps out, and I'll show you how to get that aluminum or the steel off of that aluminum real easy. But this stuff ain't really worth much. And then I've got tons of scrap and copper and transformers back at the house, and I got a warehouse storage unit full of scrap still. So it's Labor Day weekend, and I'm going to be laboring this weekend.
Shut up and sit down.
Okay, so that took about an hour. That was real simple to get these open. It was just 2 Phillips screws here, 2 Phillips there, and then 2 big Phillips. That was the hardest part, was getting the transformer out. I couldn't see that screw on the bottom, so I elected myself to do that process because I'm good at finding the hole, and it was hard to find the hole, but I got it. And we got quite a stack back there. We got a nice little chunk of transformers. Now these transformers here, even though they got them welded brackets, they're kind of a pain in the butt, but I can tell already those are pretty much all coppers, which we like. There's plenty more on the ground there. And making a little mess. A nice little stack. It's higher than me. And so now I think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna pull up and we're gonna knock out that pile real quick, stack that shit on the front of the trailer, kind of make some walls with that stuff, and then we'll stack all this shit here down in the middle of that somehow, or at least that's the game plan. Well, it's after lunch, but we're just about done. Just a little bit of shit left we'll knock out here in the next hour and get out of here. It's hot. Okay, that's it. We're all cleaned up. We got freaking storm coming in. It was nice to end the day with a little bit of lightning. Good thing we finished quick. We don't be messing around with all this metal in the middle of a lightning storm. We got it on here, got a million straps on there. It ain't going nowhere. The owner of the dealership came by and was kind of shocked that we got it all on there. But that's it. I really don't like all that metal on my trailer, but it is what it is. I'm gonna call it a day. It's actually 2:30, so it took 2.5 hours longer than I thought, but for what we did, there's so many different style of lights. You know, I'm happy what we got. Those things up there are actually fiberglass, so that's garbage. Oh yeah, I guess it's telling me it's time to get out of here. So I got a bunch of lamps. I'll show you how to deal with those lamps, all those lamps. You don't come across as many lights as I do and not have a solid way and a proper way of recycling lamps. So we'll get into that later, and I'll show you actually how to make money with that stuff. Look at that shit. You can't even see now. Thank God we finished when we did. I was gonna have them guys come back to the house and work, but it's raining and it was super hot today, and I'm sure they're cooked, so work until 2:30 is all right. Now, if you notice, when I was running out there, you really got to know the skills of your workers and how to delegate tasks. So me, I'm way faster than all of them at taking shit apart. So I dedicated myself to some of the harder tasks and unscrewing as much shit as possible and just leaving a wake of scrap in their way to kind of come behind me and clean up, you know? And then wherever I can, I either pick up a step or I drop a step, depending on how everybody else is going, because what you don't want is people standing around watching you work. So you got to make sure what you're doing you can keep them all busy all the time. You know, you don't want one guy standing around watching 3 guys work. So what I do is I put everybody on a task, and then I'll have like 4 or 5 tasks that I'm doing, and then I'll either back off on 2 of them or keep going, or pick up a task. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how far them people are catching up to me, I'll either drop a task, you know what I'm saying, and then let the guy behind me pick up 1 more, slow him down a little bit, and then, you know what I'm saying, you gotta, when you're doing big lights like that, and many lights where there's lots of steps involved, you really gotta get a good rhythm going down, and try not to have everybody like on top of each other, you know what I'm saying? The first lights we did, they set them out way too close. So we wind up just doing like rows instead of all of them at once, which was okay. We still knocked it out pretty quick. It's hard not to get a lot of shit done with 4 guys just cranking away at it. So, man, it is crazy raining, and I'm about to get on the highway, so I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Later.